Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I'm very excited to be doing another vlog for you guys. It is Monday. If you watched my last reading vlog, you'll know that I'm currently at my family's beach house and I'm going to be here. I think I'm leaving tomorrow or on Wednesday. I'm not totally sure when I want to leave here. I have to catch a bus, so it's just about like what seats are available on what bus and what time and everything like that. So I'm gonna have a look into that a bit later, but right now I'm at the beach house. I don't have too much planned for this week. I do know that when I get back to Auckland, I do have to get straight back into work, like obviously doing filming videos, editing, Twitch streams as well. I really need to get back into Twitch streams and stuff like that. But apart from that, it's just gonna be a pretty chill week. I mean, like, it's still very sunny, very summery here in New Zealand, so I think during summertime I just really like to try and make the most of that and go out and do things and spend time in the sun. I've been getting so much vitamin D right now. I've been spending so much time in the sun and I love it. I still am a very pale girl, but I feel like the tan is tanning, at least on my arms. Maybe it's because I've been burnt so many times already, but anyway, let's get into my TBR for the week. So I'm still currently reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I'm on page 134 and I think I'm actually going to finish this today, to be honest. It's a very addicting read, very easy to pick up and just keep reading, and I'm really enjoying it. If you didn't see my last weekly reading vlog, basically this book follows our two main characters, Alex and Josie. They are two women who share the same birthday and they have this chance encounter in a pub. Alex is a podcaster and Josie works in a like alterations, like tailoring kind of shop. Josie really wants to get Alex to make a podcast about her story because she feels like she's not lived her life to the fullest and she's got some dark secrets, I suppose, and they're making this podcast together, but Alex is starting to realize that Josie's a bit weird, a bit crazy. Also, it's like intercut with like parts of like a Netflix documentary about like the making of this podcast and like some shit that went down during the process. So I feel like we're slowly gonna figure things out as the story goes on, and it's just classic like addicting Lisa Jewell fashion. Like, it's really good, it's pretty dark, but I'm excited to see like all these secrets and these mysteries. One of the main characters is making me feel so uncomfortable, but like in the best way possible. Like, I want to keep reading and I feel like she can't be any more weirder than she is, but she just keeps getting weirder and like more concerning, and that's just a really entertaining read for me. I am really enjoying that, so I think I will definitely continue to pick this up throughout the day and finish it. It was actually really rainy this morning, so I was like, oh my god, amazing, a day where I can just like read and no pressure to go to the beach. And now it's really sunny and it's really hot and I want to go to the beach, but I also will be swimming and also reading this. Like, I think I'm very certain I'm going to get this finished today, I think. Other than that, I don't want to try and make a hugely ambitious TBR for the week. I just kind of want to take it as it comes, especially like I said, I'm trying to make most of summer, so I want to like, you know, go out and see my friends and stuff when I get back to Auckland. But I have chosen two romances I'd be pretty keen on. I really actually do need to read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, which is my Patreon book club read, and this is basically like a really sweet romance that everyone's been loving recently. There's time travel involved in here and I'm excited to pick this up. I think I'll probably start this when I get back to Auckland though, because I do need to film a vlog for this for my Patreon, and I feel like it just, yeah, I probably will want to like start filming the vlog when I'm home. So I feel like this I'm probably going to read later in the week. And then I think the book that I'm going to start after None of This Is True is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. Obviously I'm in a bit of a romance mood. Basically the only 3 books that I've read this year, I've only read 3 books in 2024 so far, and all 3 of them have been romances. I feel like I've taken my little break with the thriller, but I'm ready to get back to the romances. I don't know what it is, but this one is like a small town romance, and I believe we follow like a famous pop star who kind of wants to live like a normal life. I've read one Sarah Adams before and I didn't really love it, but everyone seems to love this one, so I'm excited to give this one a go as well. And this one is definitely more like tropes that I enjoy, so yeah, I'm excited to read this one too. So yeah, I think if I finish this one today, I'll probably start this one tonight. So yeah, we're on the right track, I suppose, for our reading. What am I doing now? My mum wants to go to the beach, so I think we're gonna go to the beach together soon. Sorry, my camera randomly just ran out of storage, so sorry that it cut off so quickly. Anyway, we're gonna go to the beach and then we're gonna go for a swim a bit later, and then I think, yeah, my day's just gonna be consumed with reading this. Where I am staying though, where my family's beach house is, there is like a really nice cinema, like maybe 20 minutes drive from here. So I'm kind of keen to see the new Sydney Sweeney Glen Powell rom-com Anyone But You if there's a session on tonight, but I'm not sure. That's not my biggest priority right now, but I could be keen to go to the movies later tonight. I'm not sure. I don't like going to the movies during the day when I'm here because even though the cinema is so cool, it's like I don't want to waste the sunshine by sitting in a dark room watching a movie, but that could be a plan for later tonight, like maybe once it gets dark. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure just yet. I hope you enjoy this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoy spending the week with me. I'm very excited to spend the week with you guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, so first swim of the day has been done. We're probably going for another swim. I've just heard in 5 minutes we're gonna go for another swim, so that's exciting. We've had lunch. I am now on page 239 of None of This Is True. I'm definitely gonna finish it tonight. I feel like I'm at the moment right before the climax, and it's really grossing me out. It's really, really grossing me out. I feel like maybe when I get back from the beach, I'll tell you more about it, or I'll tell you more about it once I finished it, but like I can't put it down right now. It's so good. It's so good. Good morning, everyone. Hello. I'm sorry for not vlogging the rest of the day yesterday. My god, I have a really, really sore stomach. I have really bad cramps, pains. It's hideous. It's hideous. But yeah, it's Tuesday now. I'm just gonna spend the day chilling because I have booked my bus home for 4:30. So I'm just gonna chill today. Like, I need to lie down. My stomach is so sore. I'm in so much pain. I'm just going to maybe watch a movie on my laptop in bed, read my book. Like, the weather's not great. It's cloudy. It just feels like now is the time to go home for sure. Last night I did happen to finish None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I gave it 5 stars. Oh, I was not expecting to give it 5 stars. I was not expecting that. But like, once I had finished it, I was just like, yeah, that's how you write a thriller. That's like how you write a thriller. It's perfect. It's the best Lisa Jewell book I've read ever. It's one of the best thrillers I've ever read. It was amazing, and it all wrapped up so nicely, and it was emotional. I was an emotional wreck, and it just felt very unique. Like, I've not seen this concept be done before. Like, I feel like I've never read such a twisty thriller that has so many like loose ends that are tied up so nicely. Like, there's nothing that's left me like confused or anything, nothing that is like left unanswered, but still in a way where it's pretty like ambiguous. Like, what are these characters gonna do now? Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I just really thought it was amazing. I thought it was a really well done thriller. So 5 stars. I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've been such a harsh rater in the past, and I'm kind of like, fucking hell, I feel like this year I'm just gonna make a pact. If a book is like giving me those 5-star vibes, I'll give it 5 stars. So far, I've read 4 books in 2024, and half of them have been 5 stars. So that's 2, but regardless, I feel like I'm just having a really good reading year, and like let's make it good, let's be positive. Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I love this. 5 stars. First book finished for the week. Amazing. I did end up starting When in Rome by Sarah Adams, but I am only on page 20. I only read the first 2 chapters last night just because I was feeling tired and a bit sick. But this seems like it's going to be promising, I think. And I was going in, not judging it before I'd even started it, but just knowing that like Sarah Adams is not an author that I have liked before. Like, I've read one of her books and I gave it 1 star. So it's a risk picking this one up. But when I read that first Sarah Adams book, which was the cheat sheet, I knew from the beginning, like first page, I was like, oh, I'm going to hate this. I don't like the writing style. I'm not feeling that way with this one, so already it's feeling way more promising. But we're following our main character, Amelia. She's a famous singer, and she's about to go on this like really massive tour, and she just needs a break. So she's kind of like driven away from the city, like needs to get away from everything, and her car breaks down in front of the house of, what's his name? Noah. No idea about him. I've only read the first 2 chapters, so like no idea what their vibe is, but she's like staying with him, and I really liked their first meeting because obviously she's like really apprehensive. She's like, I'm scared of men. Girlie, I get it. And she's like, I don't want to get out of my car. I don't want you to help me. And then he like gets this woman on the phone who's like in this small town and is like, please speak to her so she feels safe with me. And I don't know, I just feel like that was like a cute kind of vibe. And like, he could have left her for dead. He could have left her for dead. He could have been like, oh, I'm not gonna put in the effort, but look at him, gorgeous. Anyway, yeah, bare minimum. Literally bare minimum decent human being. But what I'm trying to say is I'm liking the first impression of this. It's also dual perspective, which I really love in a romance book. Like, I feel like all my favorite romance books, we hear from both the male and female, or both the love interest characters, and I like that. So I'm feeling good about this. Hopefully it just doesn't get cringy, which is what I found with the last like Sarah Adams book that I read, or the only other Sarah Adams book I read. But yeah, oh my god, I'm in so much pain. I'm probably gonna try read this today. For now, I'm gonna drink my coffee and watch the latest episode of Love Island All Stars, which is my morning routine at the moment basically, because Love Island is like my favorite reality show ever. So I'm gonna do that, and then I might try pack and then just like read for the rest of the day before I get on the bus. So that's the plan. I'm actually excited to go home. Like, I love being here so much. I've had such an amazing holiday, but I'm excited to go home and kind of like get stuck into like real life, I suppose, because being here doesn't feel like real life, you know. It feels like it's a holiday. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna watch my show now. Please manifest that my pain goes away very soon. Hello guys, I'm back in Auckland, back at the place I'm living. It was a really nice last day. Obviously you saw I went for a little walk on the beach and that was beautiful. It started raining, but for some reason like that walk on the beach was just so relaxing. And I feel like that walk on the beach was, honestly, this is gonna sound so dramatic, but that was like the first time that it really felt like a new year. It felt like a new year and it felt like a new chapter. I can't even explain it. I just felt like cleansed. The earth was like, yeah, like you are free now. And free from what, bitch? I wasn't in prison. So I don't even know what I was feeling, but it was just this weird feeling of being like, yeah, like a new chapter is beginning as soon as you like get back to Auckland and you get on that bus. Don't know what that chapter is going to be, but it was just like such a weird feeling. Like I was just like walking and like looking at the ocean and I was just like, the universe was speaking to me. If there's anyone who's like spiritual out there, can you just like tell me what that means? Because I just had the most like overwhelming sense of just like everything like leaving my body, like every stress, every like past thing that's happened in the past however many years, just like leaving my body and then just being so like at peace and being like, yeah, new chapter begins. Maybe is there something to do with astrology happening? I don't know. Any spiritual people, let me know what that feeling is, because I have no idea. Anyway, home now. It's like 10:30 p.m. so I think I'm going to make a little cup of tea, have some dessert. Maybe I have some ice creams in the fridge, very excited. Have some dessert and just like chill. I think I'm probably gonna spend the night reading When in Rome, because I only read like one more chapter when I was away. I got up to like page 30, so I just want to make more progress on this romance novel. Tomorrow I am gonna be doing some filming finally, like now that I'm back here, like get back into that, get back into streaming and stuff. I'm really excited because Zuko's being dropped off. My dog Zuko is being dropped off tomorrow night, and he's gonna stay with me until Saturday morning, which I'm very excited for because Zuko's actually never stayed here. Like I've seen a lot of Zuko, I've done a lot of walks with him and stuff, I've like hung out with him a lot. Like don't worry, I have not abandoned my dog and left him with his father. It's just been hard like getting settled here and then also trying to like retrain a dog into like getting settled. Like he's still a puppy, he's less than a year old, you know what I mean? So like I'm gonna spend quite a bit of time just getting him to like settle here. And like he trusts me, he knows that I'm like one of his owners. But yeah, that's gonna take a lot of time and that's happening tomorrow night. So I imagine Thursday is gonna be like a bit stressful, but we'll just see what happens. I'm excited to see my dog, but because of all of that, I'm going to try and read as much of this as possible as I can tonight. That's my plan. I'm very excited. Not me already falling asleep. I'm very excited to keep reading. I'm very excited to keep reading. And I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll watch a movie too. Also, by the way, everyone, thank you so much for your comments saying that you love the movie reviews on my previous weekly reading vlog. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I will be doing more of them. I already watched a movie on Monday, last night with my mum, so we'll have at least one movie to talk about at the end of this video, but hopefully more. Anyway, I'm gonna get to reading. I'm gonna get ready for bed, do my skincare, get in pajamas. Let's do it. Good morning. Well, I should say good afternoon. It is Wednesday afternoon and I'm about to do a whole lot of cleaning because my dog's arriving this afternoon and I'm very excited. I could not be more excited to see Zuko again and have him stay with me until the weekend. I'm over the moon. I cannot wait. I've missed him so much. But I have done some filming today and last night I did read more of When in Rome, but not much at all because I only got up to page 67. I don't know. I feel like maybe I really am all romanced out from all the romances that I've read this year so far, I don't know why I'm not as invested in this one as I was in the other ones. I'm trying to figure out if it's my own apprehensions just because of like how I felt about the first book. Like I do really want to read this and like, you know, give it a good go, but I'm just not really finding the characters all that interesting. Like, and it's mostly the main character, Noah. I just feel like he's very grumpy for no reason, and I know that we'll find out the reason, but like it doesn't make for the most enjoyable read if he's just super grumpy from the get-go. I would love to try read more tonight, maybe this afternoon, but I think tonight what I might do is might try start Throne of Glass as well, which is a reread for me, so will be a lot easier than starting a new book. But also this is for my Patreon series read along for January, so I've only got like, you know, just over a week left to actually start this anyway. So I don't know, I'm still deciding, because I do really want to try read more of this and then get to the 7-Year Slip, which is my other Patreon read which I need to read. But of course that's like another romance, and I'm like, is it because I'm romanced out or not? I have no idea, but like those are my reading plans for tonight, I think. I also did do some filming today. I filmed a video for Patreon, and that video was patrons choose my February TBR. So I don't know if I'm going to like go through my whole TBR with you guys, just because I'd kind of rather keep that like, I guess a little bit secret for them, like keep that special for them. And obviously you'll see what I like read throughout February because I'll make videos on all of it. But we ended up getting a lot of books, so there's this giant stack. If you do want to see my February TBR and what the patrons selected for me, that is on my Patreon. Sorry to self promo, but I will share some of the books that the patrons didn't select for me that I will be reading in February, just because, just like a little mini February TBR. So I have 2 Patreon reads I'm going to be reading in February. Our book club pick is Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen, which I believe is a literary fiction following our female main character who is a lesbian, and then she like gets a job at a church. It sounds really funny, but also quite like serious in the sense that I believe our main character has some mental health issues. I feel like we're going to lean into that a little bit and learn more about that. So I'm excited to see what this is all about, but that's like really all I know. I don't really know anything, and that's intriguing to me, and I'm excited. And then obviously continuing our series read along, I will be reading Crown of Midnight in February, which is the 2nd book in the Throne of Glass series. And then also I feel like people will be quite excited for this. I'm not sure. I feel like, you know, videos like this have probably been done before. I don't know if people really need my input, but I'm pretty sure you've all figured out that I will be doing a Shadowhunters, reading the Shadowhunters for the first time vlog series on my channel in 2024. So I'm hoping in February to do the first episode. So I'll be reading the Mortal Instruments and also the Red Scrolls of Magic in that first video as well. I have decided to go with the reading order that Cassandra Clare herself suggested. So yeah, I guess these are some books you can expect to see me read in February, and also some content as well. If you're looking forward to that, let me know. Also, I really wanted to film like other videos today as well. Like I wanted to have a day where I just like sat down, filmed a whole bunch of videos, because I won't be able to film much during this week because like I'll be able to vlog and everything, but I won't be able to do many sit down videos during this week because obviously I'll have the dog. I'll be spending a lot of time with him, and he's like really good at chilling but really bad at chilling when I'm filming videos, because he like wants to be on camera and he's always like, who are you talking to? Like he wants to know. So I thought I would put this out there in this vlog because obviously I can film more next week. Let me know if there's any like sit down kind of style videos on booktube at the moment that you really like or you really want to see from me. Obviously I know everyone loves vlogs, everyone loves readathons, everyone loves like a lot of vlog content, like reading challenge content, but let me know if there's any like recommendation videos that you want or anything like that. Obviously you guys know you'll get the weekly reading vlogs all the time. I will also be doing a lot of other vlogs alongside my weekly reading vlogs, but just let me know if you feel like it. If you're like, I have an idea that I really want to see Jamie do, let me know. I also always feel really bad like asking my audience to like come up with ideas for me, because I feel like that's my job. It's not really like a come up with ideas situation, because like I do have ideas in the back of my mind. It's more just like, what do you want to see? Because I want to make, like I make this for myself and for you guys, so obviously I want to put out content that people want to genuinely watch. But yeah, I don't know now. I was gonna spend my whole day filming, but now I think I'm just gonna clean up, tidy, get my house prepared for Zuko, and then maybe just read a bit while I wait for him to arrive. So I might try get back into When in Rome and then just really try and focus on maybe Throne of Glass tonight, because I don't think I'll be able to Twitch stream because I'll be spending a lot of time settling Zuko in. I would love to do a Twitch stream tonight if I could, but I just don't know if it's possible. I'll see. I'll play it by ear. But yeah, I think the plan tonight is, or plan this afternoon is, once I've finished tidying, is read this and then start this tonight maybe. Alright, I'm gonna do some sorting out now, some tidying, all that sort of like boring stuff, and I will chat to you guys very soon. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday now. I've just gotten back from Zuko's walk. I gave him a walk. I've made myself a coffee to wake up. I think I'm genuinely just going to spend today reading, because yesterday definitely was as stressful as I thought it would be, just like settling Zuko in. Basically, as soon as I finished like filming the videos I needed to film yesterday and everything, I ended up getting Zuko. So I basically had him all afternoon, and I did not get much sleep last night because he was just so restless just being in a new environment. So I genuinely think today, like now that we've gone on our big walk, you know, it's been well over 12 hours now, I think I'm just gonna like try and read and have him just settle in, kind of ignore him, not in a neglectful way, but just in like a, okay, like this is your home now, we're acting as normal. So that's kind of my plan. But yeah, it was definitely stressful yesterday, but I did manage to edit and upload a Patreon exclusive video, so that is also very, very good. Like I'm glad that I managed to get that work done. But now I'm just gonna read. I didn't end up starting Throne of Glass last night or anything. I just read a bit more of When in Rome, so I'm now on page 118, and I'm definitely going to try and finish this today. I also started a book on my Kindle called The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose, and this is a thriller. It's just a thriller that I had in my Kindle library, so I thought like why not, you know, try read it. I think I wanted to get Zuko to sleep last night, so I was like, okay, I'll have all the lights off and I'll just read on my Kindle so he can like hopefully start to fall asleep. And I think I made it about 15% of the way through this one. But this is a thriller. I have no idea where it's going right now, but we're following like two different perspectives, and they're a married couple. The woman's like a girl boss, and then the husband, he's kind of giving wet sock energy, and he's having an affair because he feels like his wife's not really giving him like the attention he deserves. Then anyway, at his like lake house, he sleeps with the woman he's having an affair with, he sleeps with his mistress, and then all of a sudden he's getting visited by the police because they're like, were you aware that like this woman woke up in your bed, like in your lake house, stabbed to death? That is literally where I got up to, so I have no idea where the story's going or what's gonna happen. It's okay so far. I'm finding the writing to be not very good, I'm not gonna lie. Like it just feels like the actual writing style, there's just full of like, it's full of cliches and stuff that I've like seen before, like, you know, those really typical like phrases that are just super cliche. Like for example, it didn't have this one, but like the biggest one that booktube talks about is like, they released a breath they didn't know they were holding, that kind of vibe. It's kind of like full of like random cliched sentences like that. Like there's not really like anything exciting about the writing. However, it is a thriller, and I'm excited just to see like where the story goes. So I think that's gonna be like my nighttime read for when Zuko is here and staying here. I feel like that's probably the best idea to get him to go to sleep early, is like read on my Kindle. So I'm gonna try start up reading on my Kindle again and having like an ebook on the go while I read my physical books. So yeah, that is my plan. I'll probably read more of that tonight, then probably read it quite slowly. But yeah, my plan today is just to probably finish When in Rome. I think I'm viewing an apartment today around like 1:30, but I kind of don't want to go because I just don't want to leave Zuko here by himself, and like I'm in no rush to look at apartments. I am on borrowed time at this current location, but I still have like a few months, so I might cancel that apartment because it was probably more on the expensive side anyway. I might cancel that apartment viewing and just stay here, read, and then organize all my like apartment viewings for when I'm like dog free and like Zuko is with Ben. That's my plan. That's my plan for the day, is just reading. Would love to finish this, really hope I do, and then hopefully do a Twitch stream tonight. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully Zuko's more settled by then, so it'll be easier for me to just like focus on streaming and stuff. I did do like a mini stream last night, but like it was like literally an hour and a half long. Yeah, not my best work, but still wanted to just jump on and say hi to people. But I'm hoping to do something more exciting tonight. Okay, I'm going to get cozy on the couch probably while my precious little child is sleeping next to me, and I will keep you updated with my reading for the day. Good morning everyone. It is Friday now. I've woken up deeply sad. Well, I've woken up really tired because me and Zuko were on different sleep schedules for sure. So he's been waking me up earlier than I would normally wake up to like walk him and everything, which is fine. Like obviously I love spending time with him. I love doing that, but I'm definitely like feeling the tiredness of just not getting as much sleep as I normally do. But I'm also deeply sad because he's been picked up now. Ben was really missing him, so we picked him up early. Also so I could get some work done, but like I'm very deeply sad about it. Like I started crying as soon as I saw him drive off in the car, and I was like, I really don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry about it. It's just been such a lovely couple of days, like past couple of days, and I'm having him next week for the entire week, so it's only literally a weekend that I won't have him with me. But yeah, it's just a deeply sad feeling because, oh no, I've literally just done my makeup. I've never cried, unless it's about a book, I've never cried like in a YouTube video before. It's just a deeply sad feeling because like dogs don't have that much time anyway, like in the grand scheme of like a human life. Like, you know, you don't really get to spend as much time as you would like to with a pet. So it feels like whenever I don't see him that like I'm running out of time, which is ridiculous because he's not even 1 year old, but like that's how it feels. So I've just woken up deeply sad, I think, about my pet. Ew, so sorry for getting vulnerable, everyone. I'm really sorry. Wow, I really contained that though. That was impressive. Anyways, back to reading. So I finished When in Rome last night. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It was okay for sure, but I just think it bored me a little bit. It just was unfortunately not very interesting. Like a lot of the middle stuff, I just found it very samey, not very exciting. It wasn't very thrilling. I just feel like there was a real lack of tension between the 2 main characters. And I feel like I've talked about this quite extensively. Even though you guys haven't seen it yet, I am filming another reading vlog alongside this where I go more in depth with the books. And I feel like I, for some reason, went really in depth with this one. So I'm going to avoid repeating myself. You will see like a lot more in-depth thoughts when that video eventually comes out, which I think will probably be in about 2 weeks. Anyway, finish this, 3 stars. I now really need to start my Patreon book club book because I have the live show on Monday and it's now Friday, so I basically have the weekend to read it. But I think I'm going to be starting The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, which I'm very excited about. This is a romance. Time travel is involved somehow. No idea how, but I'm excited to kind of like dive in and see what it's all about. This afternoon, my sister really wants to hang out by the pool at my parents' house, so I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna take the book with me, but I'm gonna spend the majority of the afternoon reading this, and then in the evening I'm gonna do a Twitch stream, and that's kind of my plan. I also have some really exciting packages to pick up from my parents' house, so I'll open those on camera maybe, or at least show you what I pick up from my parents' house when I get back. But yeah, this afternoon it's basically just gonna be reading this. Sorry for being a sad sack, everyone. I really don't mean to be. Yeah, that is my plan. I'm gonna make a start on this now and I will talk to you guys very soon. Good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry I didn't end up vlogging this weekend because I ended up just having a bit of a sad girl weekend and then a bit of a hot girl weekend and then a bit of like a just busy weekend. And so now it's Sunday and I'm just aware that I haven't really vlogged, but also I really haven't read either. But do not worry because this vlog is not over just yet because I am gonna spend this evening reading. It is like 9 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna have really good vibes. I'm gonna set up the vibes. I'm gonna get up in ASMR room. I'm going to make a really nice tea. I'm gonna eat some chocolate and I'm gonna read The 7-Year Slip. So I can't remember when I last updated you like on my reading of this book. I'm on page 24 and this is really bad because in about 14-15 hours I have to do a live show for this book. So I think I might be pulling an all-nighter to read this tonight, but I'm excited to do that. I actually really am excited to like get cozy. I have no responsibilities tomorrow except that live show, so I'm very excited and that's what we're going to do tonight. But I also really wanted to share why I haven't been reading, and it's because I found a brand new hobby, guys. Over the past 2 days I've made all these friendship bracelets and I'm so excited and I love them so much, and this is my brand new hobby and it's what I've been doing all day every day when I watch movies, when I watch a show. That's the package that I was picking up from my parents' house. It was all the beads. This is just some of them. I got so many and there's still more on the way to me, which is kind of sickening. I'm leaving for Melbourne on the 15th of February, so I still have, you know, like 2.5 weeks to keep making more, and that's great because I'm very obsessed and I worry, what am I going to do after the concert's over and I no longer have to make friendship bracelets? I'll probably still keep making them because I'm having so much fun. Anyway, in the past couple of days I've made 19 bracelets. I wanted to share some of my favorite ones with you. So this is one that I made today when I was watching a movie. It's 1989 themed style, the song style, but it's not the name. It says Red Lip Classic, which is one of the lyrics, and then the rest of the beads are like blue and white hearts and stars and that's really cute, I think. I'm aware you can't really see them that well, but maybe in next week's vlog I'll put in some bracelet making content and you can see them up close. I really love this one that I made, which is All Too Well, and it's got leaves, autumn leaves on them. Really, really cute. I really like really simple ones. So this is one I made that just says Fearless, and it's just really simple, but I really like it. I really need to probably show you when I like have better lighting and it's not nighttime. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. In next week's vlog I'll do some bracelet making content and you can see all my bracelets. I love them. I love them so much, and I'm gonna like start making bracelets for my friends, like their favorite songs. Even though I don't have a whole lot of Swiftie friends, I've got a few, but not like everyone's a Swiftie. But I might do like little friendship bracelets with their names on them because I'm having so much fun. It's my new obsession. Anyway, I am now going to get ready for cozy reading time. I definitely have time in the morning to read this if I need to, because my live show is not till midday, so I don't really have to pull all-nighter, but I at least tonight would like to get up to page 200, which will be the over the halfway mark, I believe, which I think I can definitely do. But I'm excited. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this one just yet though. Like I said, I'm only on page 24. It's not like blown my socks off right away, but how can I really judge it at page 24? I'm gonna get ready for reading time, cozy reading time. Let's do it. To page 206. So I have made some very good progress on this, but it is 2 AM and I think I might call it a night for now and then just wake up early in the morning and finish this in the morning. But I think when I last explained it to you, because this is a Patreon book, I'm obviously like filming a whole separate reading vlog for it, so I can't remember what I've said in what like video. But basically it is about a magic apartment. We follow Clementine. She's inherited the apartment from her aunt, and one day she walks in and it's like 7 years in the past, and there is a man there called Ewan. They hit it off right away, but unfortunately just the nature of this apartment and how the magic works is that like she can't choose. It will happen very randomly when she enters the apartment and she's in the past or she's in the present. So it's a lot of like missed opportunities and like all that sort of stuff. And then she also somehow meets Ewan in the present, like he's 7 years older, and she's also kind of trying to figure out like what happened, because obviously like whenever she's meeting him in the past it's actually her present, and so like he will know things about their relationship that she might not know just yet. And I'm finding that aspect of the storytelling like very endearing. Like I've never read a book like this, so that's why it's so exciting, because it's just such a unique spin on like the romance genre. I'm really enjoying it now. I'm absolutely blown away by the dialogue between the two characters. It feels very honest and raw, but like also quite funny. I wouldn't call it witty banter, I would just call it like really gorgeous dialogue. The chemistry between them when they just speak to each other just bounces off the page, and that's really lovely. I think the pacing of the story is really good. It's always keeping me like entertained, it's always keeping me on the edge of my seat, and I'm like actively very excited to see like what happens next. I feel like this is gonna be either a high 4-star or like a 5-star. Like I'm not sure yet, but I'm feeling very good about that. I would say it's very insta-lovey, because I believe like Clementine and Ewan definitely have a connection after like 2 days of knowing each other. But you know what? I'm sick of the insta-love hate, because I've been there. Sometimes all it takes is a singular conversation with someone and you're like, wow, we have a connection, like the chemistry between us is crazy. Sometimes that really is all it takes. I'm a romanticist. I romanticize situations that may have seemed like mundane to others, so like I get it. I understand insta-love. I think the thing that is risky with insta-love is like breaking the tension really quickly, or not having like the yearning and the pining, making it like not very interesting. But the thing is, you can like still have very good pacing and have it be insta-love. needs to love, because I feel like it's only like a 320 page book. They kind of already like knew how they felt about each other, I suppose, or they were starting to realize they had feelings for each other around the like 120 page mark. So you've still actually got quite a bit of build up, even if the feelings come very quickly in the actual like timeline of them being together or them getting to know each other. But like, because Ashley Poston has done such a good job with like our characters' personalities and interests outside of just like their relationship, it doesn't feel like the pacing's off or things are happening too quickly, even though things are actually happening quickly for them. I don't know if I explained that very well. It's 2 AM. I'm a bit tired, but that does bring us to the end of the week. Let's do my movie wrap up for the week. So this week I watched 4 movies. 3 of them were rewatches and 1 was a first time watch. That is okay. The first movie I watched was Bridget Jones' Diary, which is my favorite rom-com of all time. I was not planning on watching this, but when I was at the beach house, me and my mum were sitting having a drink, having some dessert, having ice cream, and we put on the television and Bridget Jones' Diary was playing on the television, and we were like, and it was right at the beginning, so we were like, great, and we sat down and we watched it. I've watched it so many times. It's literally my favorite rom-com. Is it problematic? Yes. But does it have, you know, a young Hugh Grant in it? Also yes. I just find it very funny and I love Hugh Grant. So even though this movie literally said that like I was unattractive, because I'm definitely the same size as Bridget Jones in that movie and everyone fat shames her the entire film, and she fat shames herself the entire film, so when I watch it I'm like, even though it's problematic, it's just like such a comfort film for me. Like, it is my ultimate comfort film, so very much enjoyed that rewatch. I then rewatched Howl's Moving Castle, which is Studio Ghibli. It's not my favorite Studio Ghibli, but I do really like it. I gave it 4 stars. It's just a very, very beautiful like fantasy romance. I really love the art style of Studio Ghibli. I think this movie is just beautiful. I think the soundtrack of this movie is fucking gorgeous, and I really enjoyed my rewatch, and it was really nice to kind of like fall asleep to, almost like I didn't fall asleep to it, but it was really nice to have like as I was falling asleep. For my Patreon movie watch along, movie night, even though we watched it at like 11 AM for me, but we call it a movie night. We watched Little Women, Greta Gerwig, 2019. This was another rewatch. I gave this 5 stars. It's always gonna be a 5-star movie. I fucking love Little Women. I've never read the book, but like this movie always inspires me to, because I love it so much. I think the acting is incredible. I think it visually is stunning. I just love Little Women so much. I think it's amazing. And then today, when I was making friendship bracelets, I watched a movie called The Voyeurs with Sydney Sweeney and Justice Smith. And this is like an erotic thriller about a couple that move into this new apartment, but then they look across. It's giving like Rear Window, or like The Woman in the Window, because the like neighbors in the apartment across from them never close their windows, but they have a lot of sex, and so they're like kind of get obsessed with them, and it turns a bit dangerous. What I will say about this is that like, how could a movie be so horny and at the same time so boring? I gave it 1 star. It was not good writing. There was literally a piece of dialogue that Sydney Sweeney said that says vibrators don't have a soul. Also the exposition, too much. Like, you know when you watch a movie and you know that they're just trying to do exposition, they're trying to like explain things to the audience, but like it was so obvious, like, you know, very like, I can't believe we live here now. We've been together for however many years and now we live in our own place. It's like, it was not giving real dialogue, it was just giving exposition, and I found the acting to be quite bad. But everyone in the film was gorgeous, and I think that's all they needed to be, was just like very good looking. But yeah, it was really boring, really horny, and I didn't like it. So 1 star. So that's my movie reviews for the week. Let me know, of course, if you want me to continue doing these. I'm watching so many movies at the moment. I love films, so yeah, because people reacted positively to them last week, I obviously want to keep doing them. But yeah, reading wrap up. I read None of This Is True. Well, I started it last week, finished it this week. I read it, gave it 5 stars. I read When in Rome. I gave that 3 stars. And I read past halfway of The 7-Year Slip, and I'm not sure what I'm going to rate this yet. So pretty good. A pretty good week, I think, for reading and movie watching and life. So yeah, that concludes this vlog. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I had a really good time. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know it was definitely more chatty than like reading vibes, but I've just always got like other vlogs on the go that are more reading challengey, so keep an eye out for those if you want more of the like reading challengey, just solely about books kind of vibes. But I'm really enjoying my weekly reading vlogs where it's a bit more candid. I'm really enjoying them, so I hope you enjoy them too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Of course, a cheeky reminder, all my socials are linked down below, and so is my Patreon. So if you do want extra content from me, if you want to get all the extras, all the information is on the page and it's linked down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to hang out with you next week as well. Very excited for all of the activities for next week. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye. I need to sleep now very badly. Goodbye.